It's a beautiful fall morning. It's October now. Ben and I have a project today. He harvested all these apples with Amanda. And, you know, we're gonna make a little bit of not apple cider, we're gonna make alcoholic cider. So what's the process here?
Okay, so we're making the apple cider first. We've got a ton of apples over there. We'll wash them pretty quickly, chop them up into kind of manageable pieces, like in half or quarters maybe. Put them through the food processor to get them into small pieces, and then we'll come over here to the actual press. All the apple pieces go in there, a couple things go on top, big spinny thing goes around that. We press it all down. We'll have some sort of container here to catch it, and then it'll go into our fermentation bucket. We'll throw a little sanitizer in there to kill off anything. And then tomorrow, once that's done, we'll pitch the yeast and then it'll start fermenting.
So we have an insane amount of apples here. They're all gonna get juiced down into this single bucket?
I don't know how much it's gonna make actually.
Or will we just get through one?
2 big tubs and then 2 of these kind of round ones totally full. And if we need to, there's still a few more on the tree that we can pull off. But we'll see how much juice we actually get from them.
Sure, I'm gonna do a taste test.
They're pretty good.
Actually, really good. Do you know what kind these are?
Surprising. No, I have no idea what they're.
They have like little weird bumps and all kinds of stuff on them. I'm sure we'll run into a couple of little worm buddies along the way. So we got a full bowl so we can try the food processor.
Yeah, we're gonna throw them in here. And then we'll kind of like shred them all up, dump them into this bigger bowl where they'll just kind of hang out until it's time to press.
I'm gonna burn it.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Juiced.
We're ready to press, baby.
Yeah, we've got a full bowl of all of our shredded apple. We've got our press here actually ready, screwed down. We've got the bowl to catch the juice below it. So we're just gonna fill this guy up with all of the shredded apple. And then we'll go from there. This is gonna take a lot of pressings. Now we're basically ready to press. There's a ton coming out of there already, eh?
Oh wow.
Wow, there's lots.
Look at the rich color. Let me get a crank on that. Oh, that's easy to turn.
Yeah,
I thought
really
it was gonna be. Oh, look at the juice. Holy. We have so much. We have 4 bushels, baskets of apples. We've maybe gone through half of the first one. So we're getting way more juice than we thought. Just in this tiny little bit, we have all of this juice, which is a crazy amount. So it's time to pack this baby full of a little bit more of our apple mixture and just keep juicing. You know what they say in life? If you're not juicing, you're not living.
All right, so we're done the first bucket right there. We've got most of the apples kind of going. Amanda's pressing it now. Yeah, so you can look in here and we've got a little bit of headroom still. But we have 5 gallons, which I think is like roughly 20 liters or so. So the next thing we're gonna do is put in this potassium metasulfite to kill off any of the bad bacteria and wild yeast in here. It'll sit overnight, and then tomorrow, once it's kind of had its time to do its work, we'll pitch in the actual yeast, lock it all up, and then let it ferment.
And Tony's rocking the fritter.
Heck yeah, an apple a day keeps all the apples juiced.
You know what? That's what they say.
These have already been sanitized, but I'm just gonna make doubly sure, just to make sure that nothing actually gets in here. until we pitch the other yeast. He goes over top, and then we'll fill to the line with the sanitizer. Our cap
And what does this
goes
do?
on top there. So carbon dioxide can come out, everything won't blow up, but nothing can actually go in.
It's the next day now, a little bit rainier of a morning. What's the next step?
Well, we've got the bucket here now. It has all of the juice inside of it. It's sat overnight to let the sterilizer just kill off anything that's in it. So we're gonna open it up. We'll take a reading on the sugar content to make sure that we can actually ferment it. Then we'll add some pectic enzyme that will help all of the pectin kind of remove from the juice, settle to the bottom, and then help with the clarity a lot. And then we'll actually throw the yeast in, and then seal it back up, and we're basically done.
And we just let it become booze, baby.
We were going to use this too. We already pulled some cider out to test it, but it turns out it's not deep enough. So what we did instead was I pulled this out, we sanitized that, and then we went bobbing for apples in here. Just dropped it in, kind of steadied it. Hopefully we didn't infect anything, and it looks like it was sitting around 1.050, which this thing seems to translate to about 5% alcohol, which seems right. I tried that as well. It was pretty good.
Oh, very nice.
I already measured out 3 tablespoons of this pectic enzyme that we're gonna just drop in to try and settle out all the pectin and help with some of the clarity. The last step that we're gonna do is throw our yeast in. All right, we sanitized this. We've got our yeast in here. We're going to seal this up, and then I'll top off our airlock. This will ferment for about a week. We'll check it to make sure that it's done and it reaches its final gravity setting, and then bottle it after that. So hopefully we will be back shortly to bottle this up.
So we'll see you in a week. We'll have a drinking competition. You can chug a bottle of cider faster. I'm just kidding. Make sure that if you're going to consume alcohol, you're doing it responsibly. And make sure when you're consulting the plans to do this yourself, you're also doing it safely. We don't recommend you probably do this at home unless you're a professional. You can't recommend that.
Or that you necessarily follow what we did.
Definitely not. We're not professionals, and don't hold us liable if you do something wrong. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. See you next time.